Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss the latest motorcycle from Harley-Davidson that was just revealed and immediately made a splash in the automotive world. This is the Harley-Davidson X440T, the latest version of the X440 that comes with new styling, more modern features, and a sportier profile. Let's get started. The Harley-Davidson X440T is the latest update to the X440, a motorcycle created by Harley-Davidson and Hero MotoCorp for the Asian market, particularly India. This model uses the same platform as the regular X440, a modern retro motorcycle with a 440 cubic centimeter, single-cylinder, air-oil-cooled engine. But the X440T comes with a much fresher and more aggressive look. Harley hasn't changed the basic character, but they've improved on the parts that were considered lacking in the previous generation. New parts and styling improvements. The most noticeable change is the design. Harley-Davidson has changed the rear of the motorcycle to make it look more compact and solid. The space in the subframe area has been reduced, resulting in a cleaner and more modern appearance. The result? The bike is much more proportional, especially when viewed from the side or rear. New bar-end mirrors also appear, giving the X440T a more premium look and a sportier, cafe racer feel. The exhaust also features an additional heat shield, making it look cleaner and safer. Furthermore, the X440T has new color options: red, black, white, and navy, complete with special Harley-Davidson X440T graphics on the tank and side panels. Overall, this isn't just a minor facelift, but a true visual makeover that elevates the bike. One interesting aspect is the X440T's ride-by-wire throttle system. If true, this opens the door to additional features such as riding modes, traction control, smoother throttle response, a more sophisticated ABS system. Harley hasn't confirmed everything, but indications of these upgrades have been mentioned in several Indian sources. What remains the same? Despite its improved appearance, the X440T's engine technically retains the same DNA as the previous X440. 440 cubic centimeters, single cylinder. Air oil cooled, approximately 27 horsepower, approximately 38 Newton-meters of torque. The suspension, frame, and geometry remain unchanged, so the performance remains familiar, but the appearance has become much more mature. The Harley-Davidson X440T isn't just another version of the X440. This motorcycle represents Harley's step toward refining the details, enhancing the premium feel, and providing potential buyers with more attractive options in terms of design and features. With a more solid rear view, cool bar-end mirrors, and new color options, the X440T now feels more Harley than its predecessor. And if it truly incorporates ride-by-wire and other modern features, it could be one of the most compelling retro sport bikes in its class. Now, to make the discussion even more comprehensive, let's move on to the most anticipated segment, the Harley-Davidson X440T's competitors. Knowing who its rivals are allows us to objectively assess the X440T's position. The first competitor, and perhaps the closest in terms of pricing and positioning, is the Royal Enfield Hunter 350, which also includes the Classic 350 and Meteor 350. Royal Enfield is known for its strong, classic retro character, comfortable handling, and very competitive pricing. Their 350 cubic centimeter engine produces around 20 horsepower, so in terms of performance, it's still below the X440T. However, Royal Enfield's greatest strength is its large community and its immense popularity in the retro segment. The second competitor, and arguably the most formidable competitor in terms of performance, is the Triumph Speed 400. This motorcycle truly dominates the 400cc sport retro segment. Its engine produces almost 40 horsepower, significantly more than the X440T. It has very sharp handling, high build quality, and a riding feel close to that of a premium motorcycle. Its only drawbacks are its higher price and its appearance is more modern roadster than true retro. The third competitor is the Jawa 42 and Jawa Classic. Jawa motorcycles have a very strong retro style with a unique bobber feel, especially the 42 bobber model. Their performance is similar to the X440T, but their biggest problems are sometimes inconsistent component quality and a less extensive after-sales network than Royal Enfield or Harley Hero. And the fifth competitor is the Honda CB350H-ness, one of the smoothest and most refined retro motorcycles in its class. The Honda 350cc engine may not be as powerful as the X440T, but its character is very smooth and comfortable. Honda wins in terms of material quality, engine smoothness, and durability. The downside is that its performance and aggressiveness are not as strong as its rivals. Now let's take a quick comparison between these competitors. When it comes to pure performance, the Triumph Speed 400 reigns supreme. No other motorcycle in the 350 to 450 cubic centimeter single-cylinder retro class can match its combination of power, features, and build quality. However, when it comes to combining classic styling, premium branding, and modern features, the X440T successfully positions itself as a balanced package. When compared to the Royal Enfield, the X440T clearly excels in performance and features. However, the Royal Enfield wins outright in terms of price and community power. Some riders might prefer the RE for its simplicity and classic character. When compared to the Honda CB350, the Honda wins in terms of smoothness and durability, but loses in terms of aggressive design and modern features. The X440T has a bolder, more masculine and more Harley-like look. The Jawa 42 bobber excels in unique styling, but falls short in consistent quality. The X440T, on the other hand, is a more mature package. So, who is the best in this class? The answer depends on the rider's needs. If you're looking for the most power and the most premium feel, the Triumph Speed 400 is the clear winner. If you're looking for affordability and a strong retro brand, Royal Enfield is the best choice. If you want a balance between a big brand, modern features, classy style, and a reasonable price, then the Harley-Davidson X440T is the ideal choice. With all the styling updates, the potential for new features like ride-by-wire, and a much more premium look than the previous generation, the X440T is no longer a beginner's Harley. It's now a truly attractive package for both new riders and experienced riders who want a stylish motorcycle with a distinctive Harley character.